Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the reigning NBA champions. Cavs fans have been able to refer to their team as that for 355 days, but...
Oh, there's Darren Williams. I wonder where he's been.
Wow, too soon. Not if LeBron James has anything to say about it. In games facing elimination, he averages over 32 points, the most in NBA history. I'm laughing already. But would that be enough to counter Kevin Durant? On a mission for his first ring, he had 31 Wednesday, hit the dagger 3 afterwards. He said, the job's not done. We have a lot of work to do. And Steph Curry knows far too well about the importance of finishing the job. He said he's still haunted by Game 7 last year. A win tonight can end that year-long anguish. Woo! Welcome inside Quicken Loans Arena. Jalen Rose, my dear friend. This could be our last show, guys, so no tears. 2004 Finals MVP, Chauncey Billups.
That's the big shot.
2008 Finals MVP, Paul Pierce.
Truth hurts.
Truth juice, Michelle Beadle. So much on the line. I need a cool nickname. A lot on the line tonight for Game 4. For the Warriors, another championship and a very historic playoff run. For the Cavs, their hopes of repeating, and for LeBron, the almighty legacy. A loss tonight would make him the first MVP in league history to lose 5 finals. He would also join 5 other former MVPs, including Kareem and Magic, to get swept twice in the NBA Finals. When it comes to LeBron, it's always about the legacy somehow, some way. He gets swept here tonight. What does it do to that?
It does nothing for LeBron's legacy. I mean, I think he can only go up from here. He has 4 MVPs, 3 titles. He can only move up. You can't take that away from him. So that doesn't mean he drops in the all-time rankings. He just loses another finals. Everything else from here is about legacy building for him.
If he gets swept, though, it seems like it means...
I think, here's what I think. LeBron will go down as one of the greatest ever to lace him up. No matter how his career ends, no matter what happens today. But in my opinion, if he gets swept in this series with a healthy roster, playing against a team that is better than you, but they're healthy. There's no excuses. There's no problem. You get swept, you can take him out of that MJ comparison. That's what I think. That's what I think is at stake.
I never had him there.
Here's the problem.
Neither, but I'm saying a lot of people do.
The problem is the full screen. We comparing him to Michael Jordan. He was never in that class. This is a game of chess. Michael Jordan is the king. LeBron got to get past the rooks and the knights. There's other pieces on the board. It doesn't hurt his legacy, however, to get swept. Because when this conversation comes up, I have to do a little research. And I wanted to show you guys all of the Hall of Fame players that have been swept out of the playoffs. Look at this. All of those guys have something in common other than, what, Kobe Bryant. They're top 50 of all-time great players.
That's just playoffs, Jalen. We're talking about finals.
Correct, but that's still, when you're an all-time great, for you to be swept multiple times, it does say something when that guy's on your roster.
But how much of it is unfair? Because we don't get to really remember the details of each finals. We just sort of remember who won, how it went down, and is that going to be held against LeBron? Because in fairness, if they do get swept, it's not because of him.
No, of course it's not because of him. He's had a brilliant series. I mean, he's averaging the triple-double right there. He's playing great. He has his hands full. This is the first series, in my opinion, that LeBron is playing against a guy on the other end that's better than him offensively, that he can't stop. And, you know, he's 32 years old. North and South, he hasn't slowed down to me, but it's the East and West. You know, you have to be able to guard a guy. KD is the one guy, it's funny, the one guy that doesn't have a championship, the one superstar that doesn't have a championship, he's playing like he doesn't have one, and he's hungry to get one.
This is the thing. In 10 years from now, when we say LeBron got swept by this Golden State team, in 10 years we're going to know and say maybe this was the greatest team all time, maybe. Now, you can't hold that against him. If LeBron loses to what could be possibly the greatest team of all time, I can't hold that against him.
So we don't have perspective yet.
Well,
but
yeah, I understand that perspective, but they're not there just yet. But for LeBron, how about this? The last 3 times, and I'm counting this year, that he lost in the finals, unfortunately, it was the guy that was guarding him. Kawhi Leonard, Andre Iguodala, and now, to your point, Kevin Durant, who's a prolific scorer.
Well, one of his teammates, Kyrie Irving, had himself a bit of a game on Wednesday, dropped 38 points. Even though he missed a late go-ahead 3, he said his confidence is unwavering.
Tough cover right there. He's a magician in the paint.